Bam, what is up everybody? Welcome to Devonious Domain toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Star Wars, the Black Series, the Mandalorian Pagodon version. But really this is, for me and for everybody, Mando's Season 1 look. And this is one of my favorite looks. I really like the silver sleek look, I really do, but this is awesome. I just like this with the mismatched parts and everything, and the kind of drabber colors. I just think it looks cool. He looks like a badass bounty hunter on the run, really run down by all the battles that he's had, and it's just super dope. And we've got a lot of cool stuff in this thing here, so taking a look at the dude, I like that they added the paints to the helmet. That's pretty cool, that they didn't just leave it blank. Here in the window packaging, everything it comes with. I got this from Target, and Target really beat it up shipping it here to me, as you can see. Good thing I'm not an inbox collector. There's the mural in the back here. Pause that if you'd like to read that. But yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Get him out of the packaging. Taking a look at this guy. I'm really liking the paint applications here to the helmet. You can see kind of like mud splatters or whatever from touching the helmet to remove it or whatever. And then all the spots around the helmet. It looks really good. I think it looks pretty good. I don't even really think I'm going to add any paint to it. And then we've got a lot of these dent spatter spots here with the silver paint hits. And I think that looks really good too. And it's on a good portion of the body too. It's not just the top of the armor. It's the bottom parts here too. We've got these little bullets painted in here, and the kneecap parts, different colors and everything. We got this part down here painted as well, different type of red, and then we've got different type of brown red down there. Got the blue parts and everything. I just really like the mismatched representation here in the design. We've got these new ball jointed wrists on here, so this goes all the way around. This goes all the way around too. The new Glavis ring rolled Mando did not have the ball joints in the wrist, but this one does, which is pretty cool. And he does have a cloth cape. I can't help but think that maybe a sculpted goods cloth cape would have been better for this figure, given that you don't really need to remove it because it doesn't really use a jetpack till he's in his other attire. So you wouldn't need it to be cloth, but this works. This works. I just think it maybe would have been a little bit better, but this is cool for what it is, and I'm definitely not complaining. You get butterfly joints in there. And then with the ring technology around the shoulders for the shoulder pads on both sides. Get up quite a bit. And then about that much. A little bit more than 90 degrees. Ball joints on the wrist. Great neck articulation here on Mando. And then some pretty good abdomen crunch. And it's got all these separate parts built in here. That looks really, really great. And then you get pretty high here on the legs. Rockers, the whole nine. No thigh cut, but it's not really hindering his articulation in the legs, so I'm not complaining. And in addition to the figure, we've also got Mando's blaster. A little bit of a brown paint hit on the handle part, but looks nice. Then we've got this Mando Vibro dagger. Pretty cool. Just a paint hit on the black. Looks to be casted in a more grayish plastic color. And then this is awesome. We get an extra hand. That looks great. For the ball joint wrist. And this is more for the dagger, to hold that. But yeah, the bottom line is this is a fantastic Mando Din Djarin figure. Just awesome. I didn't get any of the Season 1 Mandos because I just didn't like the way the helmet looked. I felt like the helmet sculpt from those original Mandalorian figures were missing the essence of the sculpt of the helmet, so I didn't really bother with those. So this is exactly what I was waiting for, and I definitely got what I wanted with this particular version, with the better sculpt, the extra hand, with the dagger and the gun and everything. I think the sculpt and paint for the most part is pretty spot on, pretty good. There definitely could be some more wash on it, or paint apps in general, little things here and there. And I also think it was a big miss not giving him the rifle, the little plasma rifle or whatever that he uses. But I do have an extra one of those in my collection from the many, many, many Mandalorian figures that have been released, so I do have some stuff and fodder here and there for accessories and stuff to give this guy, but it does kind of suck that they didn't include it. So yeah, that's all for today's review. I definitely think this was a hit for Hasbro. in terms of success, this is an awesome figure to add to my collection. I had to do it to get the Season 1 Mando look. Just looks so awesome. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this figure. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to. Got many more videos like this coming out. And Devonious